Welcome back to Chow Time Pods. Your host, Red. Got a video today from Olivia Alexa. Something slightly different today.
Hi guys, there's something no one wants to say out loud anymore, so I will. We live in a culture where the body count conversation gets flipped. If a man brings it up, he's labeled as insecure, and if a woman avoids it, she's called empowered. But here's what no one is admitting. Body count still matters.
It always have mattered. It's why wouldn't it matter, right? We go through so much research. We go through virgins being happily married after 5 bodies. I can hardly ever be happily married. You know, just the brain chemistry, the exchange of energy, the men constantly penetrating you. There's just so many things that are going on with this body count stuff, right? STDs, the more chances of pregnancy, the more chances this woman has had abortions, all these things that men have to go through when picking someone with body counts, right? And yes, we don't just go around asking, what's your body count? Which is a stupid question, but you can easily tell by just interacting with women long enough, they'll tell on themselves, right? But so we'll see what some of their telltale signs are.
Matters because it affects pair bonding. It shapes long-term loyalty. It rewires how she views men, sex, and emotional connection. You don't need a number. You need to listen. Because a woman who slept with a lot of men won't tell you directly. She will never tell you directly. Through casual phrases she's repeated so many times they sound normal, but they're not. This is why I wrote Attraction Secrets, guys. Not to teach game, not to help you get girls, but to arm you with the psychology to spot patterns, decode female behavior, and take control before you get played. Because once you learn what to listen for, you turn the whole script on its head.
This is why we make the channels that we do and talk about the things that we do, and we talk about it constantly, right? You guys probably are like, oh, we talked about this, we did this subject, I've seen this video, and has it been ingrained into you yet? Has it been ingrained into everybody that watches yet? Probably not. Sometimes you need to see it multiple times, hear it multiple times, experience it multiple times before it locks in for you.
Link is in the description. Now let's get into the 8 phrases women say when they've slept with a lot of men. Number 1, body count is just a number. This is the go-to line when her number is high and her tolerance for judgment is low. She doesn't want to explain it. She doesn't want to own it. She wants to convince you that you shouldn't care. This phrase is a preemptive strike designed to flip the guilt onto you. But if it was really just a number, she wouldn't need to diffuse the topic before it even starts. Think about that. Women instinctively know that a man values exclusivity. A woman who's proud of her choices won't dodge. She dodges because deep down, she knows it changes how you see her. So instead of transparency, she gives you permission to suppress your own standards. Number 2, if men can do it.
Damn, that one's a good one, Olivia. It's permission to suppress your own standards. I think that's what a lot of us do as men, right? We get to know someone. We already somewhat like them. We like how they look. And then we kind of realize, oh, I think they've been with a lot of people, right? And then you confront them or you just have conversations about it. And you feel a way already about this person. You kind of invested into this person already. And you just say, you know what, screw it. I don't think it matters that much. She seems cool. Right? I think that's a lot of men right there.
Women can do it too. This is where logic gets weaponized. She's not trying to match energy. She's trying to erase consequence. She wants to sleep around, detach emotion, call it liberation, and still be seen as high quality. But
we say this, right? Women want to be the top echelon men. They don't want to be normal men. They want to be the top echelon men that get to sleep around, do whatever they want without any consequences or reputation and stuff, because they are the Chads of the world.
Here's the problem. Biology doesn't work like that. When men sleep around, they increase sexual options. When women do it, they decrease how deeply they can bond with a man. Why? Because men are wired to reproduce. Women are wired to pair bond. The more men she's had, the harder it becomes to connect deeply to any one man. So when she uses this phrase, what she's saying is, I want to do what I want to do, and I want you not to care. But if you accept that, you're signing up for a relationship built on male guilt and female entitlement. Number 3.
Shout outs to Olivia for this is actually a very nice videos so far, and I agree on the first two. Let's see what the third one is.
I just like my freedom. This one gets thrown around during the relationship talk. She says she's independent and she's not trying to be controlled. But what she's really saying is, I want your attention and emotional investment without obligation, though. This phrase is non-exclusivity dressed up as independence. She wants to move like she's single while benefiting from your consistency. She's been through enough men to know commitment limits options. So she throws out freedom to keep the door cracked open. But here's the game. She doesn't want to be claimed unless you're better than her past. That's not freedom, that's leverage. And if you go along with it, you're just a placeholder until she upgrades. Number 4, sex doesn't really mean anything to me. This is what a disconnected nervous system sounds like.
It means a lot to me, right? That's why I tell you guys not to just go sleep around sticking it in crazy, right? Find a good woman, find a nice woman, someone you like, enjoy, and have passionate, awesome sex with that person.
She's not confident. She's numb. And that numbness didn't start naturally. It was trained. Here's the biology. Every time a woman has sex, her brain releases oxytocin, which is the bonding hormone. When that bonding gets broken over and over again with no emotional return, her system adapts. She detaches. She disconnects. She treats intimacy like a handshake. Because
it's similar to how us men are. Once we've experienced enough women using and abusing us, we recognize patterns, we see things. It's called baggage.
Because it's been meaningless for so long. When she says this, it's not a flex. It's a confession of emotional burnout. She's telling you that she could sleep with a man and not care because she's already done it too many times to still feel anything from it. Number 5, I don't regret anything. I learned from every single experience. This is how she rebrands a reckless past as growth.
I have so many regrets in my younger ages, guys. Horrible decision making. Obviously, getting married too young, not vetting the person properly, not putting my head down and focusing on my career and money and all these things when I was younger. I do it now, and I do okay now, but I can't imagine what I would have been like if I'd done this in my 20s.
She turns every ex into a lesson, every hookup into a chapter. And if you buy into it, you'll convince yourself she's wiser because she's had more men. But what she's really doing is laundering her past into something socially acceptable. She's not being honest, she's being strategic. Because if she admitted the real reason she slept with so many men, which would be impulse, attention, boredom, revenge, you will walk away. And she knows that. So she wraps it in a bow and calls it evolution. Number 6, everyone has a past. But this phrase never gets thrown out unless her past would make you leave. She's not just trying to move on, she's testing you. She wants to know, will you ignore it? Will you overlook it? Will you be the one man who accepts what the other 10 wouldn't? This is reputation management in disguise. She wants the benefit of having a clean slate without having to live like she earned it. And if you accept that phrase without asking questions, she knows she has you. Number 7.
True. This is why you vet women very, very carefully and for a good amount of time. I know we fall in love in probably like the first few months. You got to battle that love, that lust that you got, and really vet the woman. Again, Godfather always says 6 months or something. I disagree with Godfather. I always go with 2, 3, maybe even 4 years to get to know someone.
7, I was just having a phase. This one always comes after the damage is done. Phases. She's not calling it a mistake. She's calling it a season. The clubbing, the hookups, the tender flings, it's all filed under her past life. Now she's ready to settle down. But what she really means is the options have dried up. This isn't self-awareness.
Yep.
It's her trying to rebrand herself. She wants the title of wife now that she's already lived like the wild girl. And she wants you to believe you're getting the best version of her when you're really just getting the cleanup version. Number 8. I don't get attached easily. This one sounds chill on the surface. She says it like it's maturity, like she's in control. But the truth is, she's detached because she's been through too many meaningless experiences. Women are biologically wired to connect through sex.
Correct. There's plenty of women I've dated that probably has low body counts. I don't know for sure, but through my own interaction with them, and just the way they bond with me and just like me and want to be around me so more often is definitely something that women with high body counts don't seem to want to do, right? They seem to like, oh, I got my own thing going. I'm going to do my own thing. I'm a strong independent. Whereas a few women I've dated, they're like, what are you doing? I'm off work, like you want to hang out and do things because they really want to just be in your presence.
It's a normal, natural thing. So when a woman tells you that she doesn't get attached easily, what she's really saying is, I've had to numb myself because sex hasn't meant anything to me for a long time. If you're looking for something casual, she's perfect. If you're looking for real connection, she can't even access that anymore. So here's the final word. The most dangerous phrases don't sound dangerous at all. They sound normal because repetition hides dysfunction. And most women today have said these phrases enough times that they actually start to believe them.
Shout out to Olivia, shooting a little game for men of just how women think certain things and say certain things. I'm not saying it's a complete game or anything, but it's a good insight to how women think and how some of these words that they've been using, we've just been ignoring as men because we're not vetting properly. Hopefully we get more skills along as we go older and, get more experiences, watch more videos to understand and navigate through your own lives. Please like, subscribe, comment down below. I really appreciate that. And I catch you guys next time.